Oh, okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sewing and Reaping YouTube channel. And today, and by the way, I'm sorry for starting so late because I had to go out and get my prop for this particular video here. But just got finished watching uh, Carrie's stream. I think she was showing the part, at least the part that I saw anyway, where it was when Jason was on here talking about Shanny's health and her possibly having cancer and everything, right? And my favorite part of the whole thing was when he said that no one knows the kind of person that people are attacking because he's just talking about it from his perspective. And in this particular video, I'm going to just talk about Jason here. How you doing, Carrie? How you doing for the time? And I'm going to talk about why I believe you're full of caca, Jason. And before you say anything, dude, don't tell me my sowing and reaping channel is supposed to be about God, because actually I'm doing the Lord's work right now. That's number one. Number two, don't tell me that this is supposed to be done for kids, temporarily changed, because I'm dealing with you. Number three, I'm going to counter that nonsense that I heard you say on Carrie's channel when you were suggesting that that Shanny has cancer. For starters, Jason, if we can just keep it real, since I'm talking to you and not this audience necessarily, she's lying at this point. It's not even the fact that she's lying. You even know she's lying and she's not even telling the truth. Okay, but let's show everybody my logic here and show you how I came to this conclusion. All right, obviously I met these people, been around these people, slept in the same house with these people, ate with these people, watched TV with these people, and I've seen them plot and plan and talk about what kind of videos they're going to do and what they would think would be funny and what wouldn't be funny. Obviously, I've been around all of that. You know what I mean? So I would know when the guy's full of it and when he isn't. You know what I mean? I also know the real reasons why he's told to come on here and make these videos. So I'm going to play them out a little bit today. You see, as a lot of you already know, both of them are living with the uncle, right? That uncle is charging them rent. Shanny is telling him in private, and I'm a trillion% positive of this, that she's the one making the money. It's her YouTube channel. Everybody's coming to see her. No one cares about him, and that he needs to do his part in order to get viewership. When things don't go as planned, she forces him to come online and just say a lot of stupid stuff that he doesn't even believe. All right, Shanny, I'm talking directly to you. If you had cancer, you would have took your butt to the doctor. You didn't do that. Now you keep talking about delays. If you mind me, don't mind me, I'm going to get a little bit specific. I'm assuming you went to Guy Singer in downtown Scranton, and I'm assuming that you're saying that there's a waiting list down there. Why are you lying to social media with that? There is no waiting list. You can go to ER, you can go see a regular doctor, you can go there right now and find out if you have a tumor or whether or not you have cancer. You are lying through your teeth. Your behind is glued to that couch, and you're making, once again, a million excuses on why you can't get up and go get in the car and drive downtown and go find out what's wrong with you, if there's anything wrong with you. You remember this, Shanny? Oh, gee, man, we'll only be here for a couple of months. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to fill out the paperwork, be able to get temporary Section 8, get TRA, and other things that we need so we can get our life back together. Gee, man, you're so great, G, man. 2 years later, you still haven't gotten off your behind and actually went and did it. You got 1,000,001 excuses. So I already know what the deal is. All right? And Jason's not going to admit none of this because Jason's scared, but we'll get to that in a minute. You see, Shanny only cares about one thing, and I think a lot of you understand this by now, is that Shanny only cares about YouTube fame. Shanny doesn't care about Zachary. Shanny doesn't care about William. See, I can say these things because I'm pretty confident that if they flag me and I take them to court, that I don't think their food stamps is going to count as currency. You know what I mean? I actually have money. You know what I mean? So, and they know full well that I'll take them to court if they try me. You know what I mean? I will challenge them. And what they're going to do, she's going to go to court and do that with that fake crying like it's actually going to matter? No, it ain't. All right? So they lost the food stamps? That's what happens when they get lazy and don't go to their appointments. Now they have to go to a food pantry. At least that's what what I think they should do. But chances are if they lost the stamps, they're probably going to get kicked out of there soon because they have no way of paying for anything there now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What are you looking at? Psst, psst. What's going on over there? Nobody's out there. I'm talking to my cat. Anyway, so Shanny isn't going to get off her lazy behind and go to the doctor. Shanny knows that if she keeps talking about this matter, she's going to have to show people medical records that show that she was diagnosed with cancer, with some form of cancer. She will never do that. She'll use any excuse in the book. She'll use how people are treating her on YouTube. She'll if she's watching this right now, she's telling Jason to cut me off right now. That's how much she's being played out right now. You understand? This is how she controls him. A lot of you seen that video that Carrie played on her channel yesterday. Yes, Carrie, I do watch you. And it was the video where they was in the house. Now, I wasn't present when this happened, but they was in the house. He had shaved his head like a dummy. And she forced him. To this day, I never understood why he did this. She forced him to come on social media and to tell everyone that he was trolling a prostitute or trolling somebody on Facebook, as if that's any of my business at all. As if I care. That's why I made that video in response saying, you're a dummy for doing it, dude. If the relationship ain't working, tell her to get to stepping. Don't shave your head. But anyway, Jason, Shanny, only cares about YouTube fame. She don't care about her kids. She don't care about her health. She don't care about her man. She don't care about nothing else, nobody else but herself. And then that's it. She's one of the most selfish people on the internet. Now, mind you, I think a lot of people are selfish on the internet, but not the way she is. Like, I've had my back and forth with some of these people on the internet, and I'm going to tell you something. I haven't heard nobody on here talk about their heart and their feelings and what's happened to them as much as this woman has. You know what I mean? But she all she cares about is this YouTube fame. It's so important for her to have all of y'all's approval so that y'all love her and cherish her and just accept everything that's coming out of her mouth because of her fake made up religion, which I have no idea. Well, I think is witchcraft personally, but her fake made up religion, because Christianity don't teach you no nonsense like that. It does not teach you that. This is some made up mess that she believes. And she believes that she keeps making videos, and she keeps making videos, and somehow all of you are going to start liking her. Let me tell you something. I'm going to make a YouTube video talking about one day the hate for Gmail as opposed to the hate for Shanny and the big difference between the two. All right. But anyway, or at least in the past when I was defending them or whatever. But, well, actually, people still hate me today. Just keep it real. But anyway, Shanny only cares about her YouTube fame. That's all she cares about. Okay? She knows. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to say this too. It's not only just her YouTube fame, but it is the money. This is important. It's the money that comes with the YouTube fame. Because of Drader and because of Carrie and a couple of other people pointing out that she's been copying people. And those are some interesting videos. I need to go look at those if you haven't seen them yet, where Drader making his arguments and these other people making arguments on how Shanny has been copying Foodie Beauty, Truthfully Trisha, and other people on here and taking away their stories. I believe she borrowed David Anthony's, David Weiser's a story about what happened with his mother and everything and whatnot. She's not genuine whatsoever. All right. And she wants that money. She wants that YouTube money. She found out. As a matter of fact, I found out that Foodie Beauty was making $5,000 a month from Shanny. Why? Because when I went over there one time, they had that big TV in that bedroom, and they would get up and they would watch video after video after video of Foodie Beauty, just talk about random stuff and whatnot. You know what I mean? But the only thing I could take away from what they were talking about was they were talking about how much money she was making. So I believe that Shanny is just trying to keep her YouTube thing going, because it ain't there no more. It just isn't. And then two, she wants that YouTube money. That's why it's so important that people accept her and believes her own Yeah, exactly. Sabella, she is delusional. She's super delusional. She has no idea how much her reputation has been destroyed. You see, Shanny, when you got on here and you started calling black people the N-word, when you started coming on here, and mind you, you wasn't always like this. Maybe you were this way in private, but you wasn't this way in public. But you were going out there calling people the N-word. You're going out there hexing people, wishing for their deaths. You're going out there. You took this man who was worth almost $1 million. And you have completely destroyed this guy. Now, I ain't saying this dude didn't have temper problems before he got involved with you. But when he got involved with you, it was like somebody threw gasoline on you, diesel fuel on you, and every other flammable device on you, and then lit it on fire. You completely destroyed Rev. The product that we see today is a direct result of Jason being stupid and Shanny molding him into the sissy that he is today. Because he is not man enough to tell her to shut her lying mouth and to stop getting on social media and saying that she has cancer when she doesn't. Shanny, that is illegal, Shanny. You keep doing this. You keep getting on here trying to solicit money on social media for a diagnosis you don't have. That is illegal. And somebody's going to call the authorities on you if you don't cut it out, and you're going to have them cuffs put on you again. And Jason, you're going to join her for helping her. I forget what it's called, but you're abetting her. You're aiding in it. You're telling everybody what she's saying is true without any disclaimers, you moron. But anyway, I'm going to tell you one of the two ways I know Jason is lying about Shanny's claim. Okay? Number one, when we got into a discussion about going to Walmart, I kind of briefly told this story a couple of times when I was in the house or whatever, but I would show up. They would be very happy. The kids would come and hug me. They would come and hug me and whatnot. Rev would run down the stairs and everybody started talking to me and trying to pull me to the corner, trying to talk to me about different things and whatnot. And then we'll make the decision. Let's go to Walmart and just go buy some food, some clothes, and some other stuff and whatnot, right? And they'll be all happy and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, maybe through the power of bionics or the power of enthusiasm or the power of whatever, Shanny all of a sudden was able to get up. She was able to stand up. Not only was she able to stand up, but I watched this woman crawl halfway down the stairs before she attempted to get up and walk. Now, mind you, if a person can't walk, they can't walk. She did crawl down some of the stairs, but she did ended up walking a little bit, right? But when we got to Walmart, there was nothing wrong with that woman's legs whatsoever. When she had to get up, she got up. When we went outside to go pay the internet bill, she was able to get up and do that. You guys seen the videos where when I first met her, and I'm standing right next to her. There was nothing wrong with her legs. She was standing up, was no cane, none of that stuff. And she had a cane, and I never once seen her use it. She has a cane. She had a cane at the house, and I never once saw her use that cane. So you got to understand, even though I was friends with them, I didn't believe every little tiny thing they told me. I have my own opinions about things. That's why you would see her come on here, you know, G-Man such a this, and G-Man this. G-Man stop defending us, and G-Man this, that, and the other. Because all she's interested in is her YouTube fame. That's it. She don't even care about her man. But Jason knows this, though, because he was the one that told me, you know, G-Man, don't listen to Shanny. If she really has to get up, she'll get up. She didn't use a cane to go to the bathroom. She didn't use a cane to go to the boys' room. She didn't use a cane to walk down them stairs. And she didn't use a cane to walk through Walmart. That cane is there for her sob story. I'm not saying that her legs might not be shot or whatever, but I am saying that she's full of it and she's exaggerating what's going on with her. Number two, the way I know that Jason knows that she doesn't have cancer is because Jason has never told her to put that document on camera. Yeah, Jason's one of those people just like me. Okay, if you're going to make a medical claim, to shut everybody up, stop all of the negative talk, all he's got to do is take the paperwork and show it to everybody. That's all he's got to do. And he knows everybody's going to stop at that point. He's not going to do it. You want to know why? Because that paperwork does not exist. Believe it or not, Shanny is anti-doctor. When the global panic was going on and everybody was getting in their arm, you know what I mean, and everything, she didn't let her kids get it. Her man didn't get it. She didn't get it. And they didn't even want to go to the doctor. They only go to the doctor when they think they're going to get medical marijuana. Quick story. Back when I believed her nonsense, I suggested to her, I said, why don't you get medical marijuana since you think that these things are going to heal you or whatever, right? I told her that if you went there and you was able to prove that you had pain, and if she was telling me the truth about medical marijuana, that they could do it. Because I even suggested that I would go to Jersey and get it for her. Now, of course, I didn't know that was illegal, but you know what I mean? They had to explain that to me. So I said, then why don't you go get the legal way and go down there? You can get Percocets, you can get, but they never wanted to go to the doctor. They always had an excuse. Let me tell you something. We're not going through the global situation no more. That stuff's not going on no more. Okay? She can go to a guy singer right now and find out if she has cancer. She can go there right now if she wanted to. She ain't gonna do it because Shanny don't got cancer. Shanny wants your sympathy and she wants your pity so she can get your money. That's all she cares about. Jason, when you had money, that's what she did to you. But to keep you now, the moment you two get in a fight and an argument, if she want to control you, what she got to do is go cut herself. And I never thought I'd get on YouTube and say something like this, Jason. But let me give you some advice. The next time your girlfriend wants to go in the bathroom and do that, call the police. Pray for her and walk away from the situation. Because as long as you allow her to control you that way, dude, nothing's going to change for you. Jason, I know you're lying for her, and I know she's the one telling you to go live. Jason, when are you guys going to do a GoFundMe so you can get your own place? You do understand, unless your uncle gives you back that house, he's going to throw you out. You do know that, right? You cannot be this stupid to know that you ain't on borrowed time in that house. Y'all see how much noise y'all make there? You think the neighbors aren't telling your uncle how much noise you guys are making there? It's like, dude, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and over and think you're going to get a different result. And you got a really good business mind, Jason, but you are an idiot when it comes to life. You need to get some money in your pocket and save it. So you can get so that you can get your own place, dude. You're this close away from homelessness again, dude. You don't even know it because you're listening to the wrong people. And I'm referring to Shanny. I wouldn't even trust your uncle, dude. He might sit there and say, get comfortable all you want, dude. I gave you a time limit. I gave you an unbelievable amount of time to get yourself together. And look what I eventually did. What do you think he's going to do? If he has any love for you whatsoever, he'll do it. If your uncle truly cares about you, he will make you go fill out that paperwork downtown Scranton. But you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Because you're too busy getting on here lying for your woman. She ain't got no cancer. That's illegal, dude. You better cut that out. Or you're going to go. Listen to me. You just got out, dude. You're going to be going right back. And you're going to be going back there for some years, becoming somebody's boyfriend. Because you can't fight. You ain't got no strength. Your body is weak and frail. You're going to be somebody's boyfriend in there, dude. And Shanny will be too when she has to deal with the harsh reality of where she's going if she doesn't cut this out. You don't got no cancer, Shanny. I don't believe you. I don't think anybody else watching you believes you. And you're not going to get 125 subscribers, 125,000 subscribers. So you might as well just get them stupid smiley faces off your channel. It's not going to happen. It ain't that serious. Not to mention you'll be putting a bigger bullseye on your head if you got that many anyway. As I'm convinced you don't know what it's like. Well, actually, you kind of do now, I would say. But you don't know how to have that many positive people watching you, though, I guess, right? So, Jason, you was drinking alcohol. She turned you into a drug addict, dude. This is your goal and purpose in life. Now, I'm at my receipt over there. I'll be bringing this back to the store. A friend of mine there let me use this as a prop. Okay? But this is all you care about, dude, in your life. This is your whole entire life. It ain't Jesus. It ain't the Holy Spirit. It ain't the Bible. It ain't evangelizing. It ain't getting your life together. This right here is your entire life. And if me and you were friends, I think my phone would be ringing right about now. Hey, G, man, what you going to do with that, G, man? You think I can borrow that situation here? Oh. That's as close as you're ever going to get to this. Is going back to the store. But Jason, my thing is this. How can you get on here and claim that you're a truth teller and that you're all about telling the truth and everything, and you continually lie for her? That's what I want to know. I've been around Shanny. She ain't worth lying like that for. I don't see what you see, dude. I don't. You keep calling her an innocent little girl. Go get a dictionary, Rev, and go look up the word manipulation. Your face is going to show up on that one, dude, on how to manipulate somebody. With that little fake crocodile tears that she be doing in there. Not even real crying. I can't wait till they start reviewing some of the things that I'm saying on my channel, on their channel. I can't wait. Don't worry, Shanny. I'm not going to flag you or nothing like that. I just want you to know how I really think about some things. Now, some of this stuff, I already said to your face, so I ain't really saying a whole lot. But, because you act like a real tough guy, Shanny. I'm telling you. And you act real tough, man. Real tough. Y'all remember when they made those videos when I was in Philly, and then when they was in Scranton, and they were saying, G-Man was here, he's so controlling, and yada yada yada, and all this other stuff and whatnot. And then I got wind of what they said. I didn't say nothing in public, but I did go in private and told them, y'all need to cut that out. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, I'm gonna come there in person, and I would go there in person. They would have nothing to say to me. Jason would be like, I told him not to make the video, G-Man. I told him not to make the video. In that video, Carrie, that you were watching when Shanny was talking about Rev being in jail, okay? That video that she was making, me and her had a conversation right before she started making those videos. And that conversation had to do with giving her money. You already know that story and everything and whatnot. But I believe that's when she thought that I was going to become her boyfriend. But I didn't give her any confidence, because I think when she made that video, I was either downstairs or I had left already. And when I left and I didn't answer my phone or whatever, I think that's when she decided to get him back or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's why she was doing all that slick talk. She doesn't care if that man's working or not. Shanny could care less if Rev is working. What Shanny needs from Rev is this. Jason, listen to me. This is the only thing she needs from you. A roof over her head and working internet. Oh, and she needs an errand boy too. And somebody to wipe her rear end. If you can do those things, she'll keep you around as a pet and lie and say she loves you and everything. Because if that woman really loved you, Rev, you would be in therapy, and that woman would tell you the truth about her medical condition. Because we both know she's full of caca and she ain't got no cancer, dude. We both know this. You don't see anything wrong with going after this on a daily basis? Tell me something, Jason. Business extraordinaire, investor. How much money do you got in the bank? How much money do you have in your bank right now that you're saving, moving you towards having your own place? I know, $0 and 0 cents. Because you have no intention on moving out of your uncle's house. But don't worry, I'll be explaining that to your uncle all too soon. You have 0 intention on moving out of that house. Because all you care about is getting high. You think that you got another tomorrow and another tomorrow and another tomorrow and another tomorrow. That's what you believe, dude. I got bad news for you, dude. You on borrowed time. I'm not going to tell you how I know that, but you on borrowed time, dude. Again. And if there's any brain cells left in your brain from all of that drinking and from all of that smoking, if there's any brain cells left in your brain whatsoever, I would get some money saved, and I would get some money saved fast. All of a sudden, I would say, I can't go to the store, honey, because my car's got a flat. I would just say that. Yeah, that's not true. But you need to say that to her. You need to stop running errands and teach that woman the concept of saving money. Or you will be sleeping on the concrete this summer, dude. Either this summer or this fall. You got to show some progress, dude. You keep saying that's family, that's family, that's family. I wish Evangelist Kim was here. And I wish a couple of other people I knew was here to talk about family and family. Yeah, family's patient, but everybody's got a limit with their patience. You better be doing something for yourself, dude. And yeah, this is meant to scare you, to scare reality in you. Sabella said, did you see that she made a video this morning doing a Bible study on why 2 Thessalonians 3:10 doesn't apply to their behavior? Shanny is not qualified to teach the scriptures. That's all I'm gonna say about her. I'm convinced that woman doesn't have a clue about anything regarding scripture. If you'll notice that when she was with Chris, whenever they was in the room, the person that was dominating the conversation about scripture was Chris, and he barely knew what the heck he was talking about. You know what I mean? So she gets involved with this beta, if you want to call him that, or 3 steps below a beta. I would say Shanny's girlfriend, because I don't consider Rev to be a man. Because a real man would talk to Shanny a certain way. And he knows I'm telling the truth. He'll never admit it on social media. He'll never admit it to her, but he knows I'm telling the truth. You know, one of the fears that Jason had constantly when I was around is that this man truly believed I wanted Shanny. He truly believes this. That's why when he gets mad at me, he goes, "You took everything from us, G, but you won't get Shanny." He would say this stuff to me. He's extremely insecure. I said, dude, trust me, that's all you. That's all you. Shanny is living with your uncle right now because all of her plans went kaplooey. You couldn't con me to give you back the house. You couldn't, she got you locked up, and then she couldn't get me. Now, I don't have nothing against her boys. I think her boys are wonderful. But I got everything against Shanny and Rev. Everything. And I want and with that being said, I also saw another video on Carrie's channel too that they were looking at, and that was the video where she was crying and saying that she hated him because because Jason took her boys away. I really wish this was StreamYard instead of my iPhone, because I got like a little recording on here I would want to play. But Shanny, I don't mean to be blunt about this, Shanny, but it wasn't Jason that got your kids taken away from you. Let's recap what actually happened, Shanny, according to what y'all said, all right, and according to that conversation that Shanny, myself, and Rev had on the phone regarding those kids. Let's talk about this a minute, Shanny, so we can just cut the baloney and get right to it. You said to Jason that he got your babies taken away from you, but if memory serves me correctly, first of all, you said you put them on a vacation. That's baloney, all right. But your boyfriend, Shanny, I want to talk about your man over here, okay? Kicked your son in the head or the back of the head, because y'all change the story every now and then. First it was the back, and then it was the head, and the back and the head. But the point of the matter is he committed child abuse. Right or wrong, Shanny? Am I making that up? Come on, am I making that up, Shanny? Did your man not kick your son? Great. Now, what happened? The police came and they threw him in jail. Am I lying about that, Shanny? Am I lying about that? CPS was already watching you, Shanny. Am I lying about that, Shanny? Was CPS still watching you guys and visiting you guys from time to time? Didn't your man not say that he wished that it was just you two and not the kids? All of this stuff is documented, right? So let's get into this here, all right? What do you think social services or CPS was going to do if you allowed a person back into your home, back into your residence, not your home, but that's my home, but back into your residence, who just got finished abusing one of the boys? Everybody on social media knows about it because you're stupid and you ain't keep it to yourself. You know, they got to know everything about you, even the color of your crack or your butthole or whatever. That's how dumb you are, Shanny. Okay? But told everybody on social media what happened. So you know they wasn't happy when they found that he came back. So you know CPS came back over there, and then they took your kids because you guys couldn't meet the criteria. Shanny, who accepted Jason back? I'm just curious. Who accepted Jason back? Come on. You knew that to protect your babies, to protect your boys that you lie so much, that you care about so much. Yes, Shanny, I believe you're lying about loving your boys because you chose a booty call over your boys. CPS came over and they took your children. No, I couldn't be there as often as they wanted me to be there to supervise another grown man. Shanny, your kids are gone because of you. You're the reason why Zachary and William are no longer there no more. You are the reason, Shanny, not Jason. Jason actually went to jail. The other inmates found out the reason he was in there. He's lucky he asked to be put in the prison in the cell by himself. Or they would have beat the snot out of him. Well, it's this close. Woo! Watch your G, man. They beat the they would have beat the snot out of you. But it was Shanny who accepted you back. It was Shanny. Shanny, you're the one who accepted him back. You allowed a child abuser back into your home. You, Shanny, you allowed a child abuser back into your residence. And because of that, you are the reason you lost your kids. Now, if anybody believes that I'm wrong about that, state your case now or forever hold your peace. Shanny, you're the reason why your kids were taken. And the reason why you don't talk about them, Shanny, because you don't want them back. Everybody remember that video where she said on Twitch that God gave me a test and God put those kids under my care and I failed the test because she was trying to throw her responsibility onto me. Rev was trying to throw his responsibility onto me. They never wanted them to begin with. That is why they don't talk about them. That, and by the way, that is why they only want this. $30, $27, $28, depending on where you go. This is what they're doing with their money. This is their Jesus. This is their life. This is their idol God that they worship, that they want everybody to submit to. This is the love they want everybody to have on social media. And Jason's addicted. Shanny turned Revelation News. And like I said, what happened to him is a tragedy because, what he was doing on his channel had nothing to do with the Great Debate community. He would go into Nadia's room. He was helping Nadia out, helping some other people out. Real nice guy. He had this little spouse of temper that he had and everything and whatnot. Still cussed, but nowhere near the way he cussed now. And he wasn't dependent on this. He didn't even know what the heck this was. The only thing that guy was doing was drinking alcohol. Because he was reminiscing over missing his mom. Because he was reminiscing over missing his mom. He got involved with you, Shanny. You pretended to care about him. You pretended to love him because he had all of this money, just like your mother said, Shanny. And then when you spent him dry, you have been trying ever since that money went away. You have been trying and failing miserably to try to do two things at one time. Dehumanize him, destroy him, make him look terrible in the public so some other sucker can come into your life so you can do the same thing to them. And you thought that was going to be me. I think the first day we met in person, I think you kind of knew better than that, Shanny, I think. You was like, oh boy, what did I get myself into? Because I don't play those games. I think I'd be joking about how I am in real life. I'm the same way I am on YouTube. Nothing fake about me. Shanny, however, there's a lot of acting going there. Y'all just don't know. But actually, I do know. My bad. But Jason, going back to this issue of you knowing that Shanny is lying about cancer, I want to discuss with you what's going to happen if these people actually call the authorities on you. Okay? Shanny's going to get in trouble. She may have to pay all that money back for lying about having cancer. She may face prison time, but so will you because you helped her. You got on social media and told everybody that this woman had cancer when she never showed any medical proof of it. She never showed any medical proof of it. I don't got to make funny faces, you, Shanny. I don't got to put. Let me tell you something, Shanny. I like to get right to the point when I'm talking to people about stuff on here I disagree with. I like to get right to it. That's the only way I know how to do things. You lied to me in multiple ways, Shanny. And I'm only finding out about this stuff. You told me you didn't say this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. You only used the N word one time. You only did this, this, and this. And like I said, if it wasn't for these archive channels, I would still be believing the stuff that's coming out of your mouth. The archive channels, it's just you talking. That's what's hilarious about it. It's not somebody doing a video response. All of it is 100% Shanny talking. 100% Rev talking. Lying to everybody saying that he wants to work. That dude don't want to work. And everybody keeps saying he's got a mental illness and that's why he can't work. Let me tell you something. If that man can get in his car and go to the store and buy something for that barracuda that she's with, then he can do DoorDash or he can do Uber. He doesn't have to talk to nobody. He doesn't have to interact with anybody. All you got to do is get in that car and drive somebody. But G-Man, you have to have insurance and your car has to be at a certain... Dude, you had a car that was worth $90,000. Stop the baloney, dude. And I'll take it a step further. A lot of you don't know this, but some of you probably do if you live in poorer areas. There are people that do car service. They'll sit at the supermarkets, right? They'll just sit there and say, park at the supermarket. And then people will go shopping and they have to wait for a bus. So what some people will do, they offer a taxi service to drive people to their homes. He doesn't have to talk to them. He doesn't have to conversate with them. He doesn't even have to pick up their bags. All he's got to do is drive from point A to point B. Now, if he can do that for Shanny, he can certainly do that to earn money. He can do that to earn money. If you're a Christian or non-Christian or whatever, and you're watching this YouTube channel and you hear this man talk about needing financial help, the very first word out your mouth should be, why aren't you looking for a job? Or why don't he attempt to be self-employed and try to do something for himself? He can't say that Shanny's channel is him being self-employed because that's Shanny's channel. He's not doing his own thing. And it just frustrates me because he's in a town where people need leaves raked all the time. People need housekeepers, dog sitters. You can walk the dog. All this dude wants to do when he gets up out of the bed is play video games and smoke his marijuana, and that's it. That's all he wants to do. That's his life. He had a greater purpose once upon a time in his life, but now all he cares about is smoking marijuana and playing stupid video games, and that's it. And he's allowing himself to be influenced by one of the worst by one of the worst people in the history of social media. One of them, not the worst. One of the worst people in social media history. So Jason, since you know that your woman is lying, the next time you have an argument, why don't you just say it? Burst it out of your mouth. I know you listen to me. You can get on here and do all this acting on here and say all this other stuff. Forget the audience. The next time she gets you in an argument when you two are going back and forth about cookies or food, or is she accusing you of cheating, use that as an opportunity so she can't hit you and say, then why are you lying to the people about having cancer? Get yourself out of that, dude. Stop lying for her. Stop making that stuff up. First of all, nobody believes you. And number two, you're breaking the law when you do it. And if somebody with some deep pockets decide to call the police on you, or somebody with no know-how, I should probably say that, decides to call the police on you, you're going to be back in Scranton jail again. And this time, nobody's going to be there to help you. Nobody. You still only got one person to actually give a hoot about you, Jason, and it's me. I'm the only person. And I'm going to tell you something. It's not even that much. Because as a Christian, one of the things I have to accept, and it is in the Bible, dude, if you don't work, you shouldn't eat. These people are right when they're saying that to you. But that ain't the only thing, dude. You're promoting laziness. You're promoting immorality. You're promoting lying. You're pushing witchcraft on people. You're lying to everybody, calling this medication. Another crime you're committing. This is not medication. This has not been medically proven to do anything for you except get you high. That's about it. As a matter of fact, dummy, this will give you cancer if you keep using it, dummy. If you cared about her so much, you would tell her to get off of this because this will give her cancer, dummy. Go do some research. And then all of them cigarettes that you guys are smoking all the time, dude, you could care less about that woman getting cancer. You could care less about whether or not that barracuda, that chia pet, the abominable Shanny decides to if a body gets cancer, because if you did care, you would tell her to stop smoking those cigarettes. You would stop telling her to stop doing the things that you're doing, and you're not going to do it, dude. And I'm one of the few people in your entire life, dude, that's going to shoot straight from the hip. I'm not going to troll you. I'm not going to play around. I'm just telling you the truth, dude. We both know she's full of it. You don't got the resolve and you don't got the strength to walk away. This woman has beaten you. She's punched you in the nose. She's punched you in the eye. She's beating you up. She's broken your. Think about this, man. You sold all of your stuff to a pawn shop for pennies on the dollar, just so that woman can get high. Not to buy food, not to pay bills, but just so she could get high because of her fake make-believe pain. This dude had a PS4 VR goggles. There's a pawn shop about a 6-minute drive, if you want to call it that, about a 6-minute drive from where they used to live. Now, them VR goggles, I think, go for $350 today. I think back then there was a little bit more. They gave him $40 for them things. $40. $40. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you got a PlayStation 4, they got these virtual reality goggles that you can put on. And you can play Vader's Dojo with that. You can play the new Iron Man game with it. So a lot of things that you can do with those things. He got $40 for it. Dude had games that was worth hundreds. And he got $20 for them. $20. Just so that his girl could get high. And Shanny, before you call me a liar, and before you sit there and try to say that G-Man, you don't understand the pain and everything and yada yada yada. You know how people are sitting here saying that you're starving Jason? You're not giving them no food. You remember when I brought you about 30 of these? You know what your man told me? When I brought 30 of these at one time, I'm not lying to you guys. I spent one time $500 on this stuff. And then another time I spent $1,000 on this stuff, believing fibromyalgia is going to be gone. Back pain is going to be. I was just an idiot. But I'm kind of glad I went through it. You want to know why? Because now I know not to buy this for nobody no more. All right. So I bought 30 of these. Guess how many Jason got? Take a guess. And guess how long they lasted? Bought 30 of these. Listen to me. I gave 15 to Jason and I gave 15 to Shanny. Jason told me he only got 2 of these. He only got 2. That means 13 of these went to Shanny. He said the reason why he knows this is because when he was asleep, she was smoking all of these. The dude only got 2 out of 15 of them things. And these retail for $30 a piece. $30 a piece. The good news is I didn't pay that much. No. I didn't even pay 50% of that. I got this for what the stores pay it for. They really need to regulate these because it's pretty easy for anybody to get these things or whatever. But it's still early. I can go back. So I'm going to get my money back. But anyway, so yeah, Shanny, you're a very selfish person. So stop with all this you love him and he loves you stuff. Nobody believes that garbage. The first time he steps out of line and you cut the camera off, he's going to get a punch in the stomach, a smack in the face, or you're going to threaten to break what little bit of things he has left. I mean, for crying out loud, you even took the man's peanut butter. You even took the man's peanut butter. Now, you know that's low. You know that's low. You took the man's peanut butter. And again, Jason, if you want some cookies and you want some real food, like some rotisserie chicken, fried chicken, some macaroni and cheese, and some mashed potatoes. If you want some Red Lobster, whatever dish you can think of. Even that mess that you had when you was in Colorado that you swear nobody else could have bought. I only got one request, and only one request. Get rid of the chia pet. Stop lying for her. Stand up for yourself. Be a man. Masculinity in this world is being destroyed, dude, and you are the poster child for it. Put that woman in her place, and if she won't listen, show her the door. Show her the door. Now, Jason, I know you watched this video or you're going to watch this video, but when you do, you ain't got to express all your thoughts to Shanny because you know I'm telling you the truth and you know where I'm coming from. Which brings me to Shanny. Shanny, I don't believe you were violated. I don't believe that for a second. I think you made that up. Okay? You were not violated. You are a liar. You don't have cancer. You have no proof you have cancer. You don't have borderline personality disorder. You have no proof for that. But I do think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, though. You got something. But you ain't got BPD, PPD, or whatever that mess is. Borderline personality disorder, right? BPD, or whatever, right? T. You don't got all this back pain and leg pain that you say you got. You're just overweight, severely overweight, and you need to start exercising, walk around a little bit, stop making all these excuses, because if you don't, you're gonna know how real homeless people feel. Because really, after the uncle, there's nobody left, and I don't think you understand that, Shanny. I really don't think you understand that. Your family don't want you in Duluth, for what I understand. Chris apparently don't want you back because he hasn't responded to none of the things I asked him. So I assume he doesn't want you back. I was really trying to get him to make a video to give you an invite to come back to Duluth. You know, I'm sinister. I'm very sinister. Okay, I was trying to get him to take you back so you can actually have somebody who can actually pay bills for you and everything. I'm gonna tell you something, Shanny. I'm gonna tell you something. The next time you get a donation, go to the $1.25 store because it ain't a dollar store no more. It's called Stacker 2. It is called the world's strongest fat burner for a reason. Okay? Stop eating all of the junk food. Eat some. Now we know you're not going to do none of this, Shanny, because you know you want to keep pretending like you got cancer because you think it's going to make you famous. No, it's going to get you flagged off the internet. That's what it's going to do, honey. That's what it's going to get you. It's going to be somebody calling the police on you and telling them that you two ain't nothing but a bunch of con artists, and both of you are going to get locked up at the same time. Oh yeah, she got cancer. I'm probably going to die, guys. She's the dumbest woman I've ever seen in my life, man. The absolute dumbest woman I ever seen. But yeah, Shanny, eat some raw vegetables. Get some Stacker 2. It's the world's strongest fat burner. I think they even got Stacker 3 now, and you can get it for $1.25 now. You can start drinking some Red Bulls maybe, and just start walking around the block if you're serious about getting your life together. If you don't, and you really are in a rush to expire, then at least let your man go and actually try to do something with himself, and then you can just stay there and expire if you want. I mean, Shanny, it's up to you, because one way or the other. Listen, you keep talking about how you worship Jesus and you keep following him. You do understand that the Lord knows everything, right? He knows what's going on behind the scenes. He knows what's going on in the house right now. He knows what you're doing right now, what you're planning to do tomorrow. He knows what you're going to be a week from now, right? He knows all this stuff, right? What are you planning on saying to him when you stand? You think that is going to help you? Like, do you honestly believe that garbage is going to help you? Hey, Jason, you better get some fear of God in your life, dude, because this can't save you from the wrath of God, dude. I'm sorry. It can't. You guys like, I don't want to think about the past. I don't want to think about $700,000. Listen to me, dude. You might as well get it over with and start thinking about it. You shouldn't have answered the door. Like, I want you to meditate on that. What would have happened, Jason, if you never answered the door? Imagine if you pretended like you wasn't home. Imagine the possibilities. You probably have $2 million in the stock market right now. Your house would be falling on your head, but you know what? You'll probably be worth about $2 million instead. But anyway, Jason, I would greatly appreciate it, and I speak on behalf of everybody else on YouTube that has a little bit of hope for you. That you stop lying for Shanny, because nobody believes she has cancer. You don't even believe she got cancer. You can't even get your story straight. You change it every time you get on here and you talk. And by the way, Jason, I would greatly appreciate it if you get on here and apologize to me personally, although you're not going to do it, about lying to me. Both of you for lying to me about them coming on the property and slashing those tires. I would personally greatly appreciate that. I might give you I might give you 25 cents as a donation if you two be adults for 2 seconds and actually get on here and admit that you were wrong about that. To me. Make a video to me apologizing. And I might give you 25 cents via Cash App. I'm not even guaranteeing it. After all of the hundreds and thousands of dollars that you guys had me waste on YouTube, believing that you guys is going to do something for yourself, give me a break, man. Come on. Stop it. Just stop it. No. I actually got his car repaired. I paid for it. I paid for the new tire. I helped him get the second car that he had. You won't talk about that. G-Man ain't a good friend. Yeah, I was a great friend when I was giving you this. If you don't give this to him, then you're part of the problem. Because all they care about in their life is to get high. Yeah, I feel used. I feel very used. I feel super used. You notice that they won't talk about me. They know better. They know a lot better. They won't talk about me because they're afraid of the stuff I'll talk about. I done said everything I felt like needed to be said. Plus, they know I can catch them in lies. They know I got the same text messages that they got. And I got the same videos that they got. Except I got a little bit extra because I have I got all of their stuff from Colorado in terms of the mail. I have all of their mail from Colorado. I have all of their documents from Colorado. I'm not going to throw none of that stuff away. I want to hold on to that because what I'm thinking about doing is showing up there with the police and asking them why they didn't come get their mail, and letting the police know that if they don't, I'm going to pay. I'm not even going to throw it through a shredder. I'm just going to throw it in the garbage. See, I know how to cover my butt as well. But Shanny, the air fryer, and all that other stuff you left there, that stuff is in the garbage now. I don't know how long you thought I was going to be holding that stuff. All of that stuff is in the garbage. You need to be a better tenant next time, lady. You really need to think about being a better tenant next time. Then you get on here, you say that G-Man threw away all your clothes. Your man told me to throw those lice-infected clothes in the garbage. The clothes that you guys haven't washed in over a month. All them clothes that you guys seen them wearing in those videos, all of those clothes that they used to wear in Colorado and everything and whatnot, well, a lot of those clothes, there was 2 big black bags that Rev left outside in the rain and in the elements, and there were literally maggots in those bags. And he told me just to throw them away. Okay? He did not want to go to the laundromat. The only documented time anybody ever went to the laundromat when they were living there that I know of is when I took their bag to the laundromat. Yes, I washed Shanny's drawers. I washed Rev's drawers. I washed all of their clothes. I did it. Because one of them was too late. One of them, their behind was glued to the bed, peeing on themselves and playing video games all day. And then the other one was just making 1,000,000,001 excuses why he couldn't do anything. I did their laundry. I did that. But G-Man didn't do good for you. Shanny, you're so full of it, it's not even funny. Yeah, I was a parent to 2 grown adults. But the one thing you guys, I really wish you guys was there for, I wish you guys would have been there when he told me he didn't want to work. I'm telling you. But I did it in real life, though. It wasn't on YouTube. I didn't go full G-Man. I went full who I really am on their behinds. Because I was mad. I was very angry about it. Okay, and that was around the time when Drag was talking about G-Man, Shanny's your slave master, and all this other stuff. I said, if you guys aren't even here to be able to see what I got to go through with these guys. For 1 month, they didn't wash their clothes. For a month. And you know who told me that, right? Take a guess. Come on, take a guess. You're right. It was Jason, because he tells me everything. Shanny, including you body slamming your own kid in Boulder, Colorado. And then William confirmed it. The only reason I didn't act on that is because I didn't believe. Because here's the thing. That happened, what, a year or whatever before you guys came to Pennsylvania? The boyfriend told me and the kid told me that one of them got body slammed. I have no proof for that. There's no marks on him or anything like that. That was one of the things that made me question it, because when I asked him to turn around and open to show me his back, there was no bruises there or nothing like that. So that obviously, if it happened a long time ago. I'm telling you, if one of you would just go to PA and spend some time with Rev and get him in a car with you, that dude will tell you his whole entire life story. You don't even got to ask him. He'll tell you his entire life story. So again, if you're new to Shanny and you're watching me, please understand, when they want $30, the people on here already know it's for Delta 8. But please understand, there's nothing wrong with Shanny in terms of her having cancer. Shanny is doing that to gain sympathy. She wants that YouTube foodie beauty money. She wants that $5,000 a month that she thinks that she can make because she's so popular on here. What Shanny doesn't understand is, if it wasn't for Carrie, Draven, and tell you the truth, it wasn't for Carrie. It was not even Draven. If it wasn't for Carrie, I don't think nobody would care no more, to be perfectly honest. Drag ain't talking about her. Miss Parker ain't talking about her. BGT. None of these people are talking about this woman anymore. Carrie's keeping them alive. And to be perfectly honest, I'll be glad when she gets bored and stop talking about them. Because sometimes I have to stop the stream early, because I'm like, I'm sick of hearing about these two, especially about the pain. Oh, my life is over. Oh, somebody loves me. Could you give to the ministry of the dope addict so that I can get rid of all this fake pain that I'm going through? Give me a break. But anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. Jason knows that Shanny is lying. I got you, Carrie. I got you. Jason knows that Shanny is making this stuff up. The problem is they're both in the same situation. And Shanny's lying to him, saying, look, we need this money, and we're going to change our situation. The only problem is when they're getting it, they're getting the Delta 8. She doesn't know what she's doing. Shanny's an idiot. She's a complete idiot. Shanny, repent while you still got time. Later, guys.